I don't know if I was live before. I don't know what just happened. But in any case, as I was between 8 and 9 years old, and I'm watching a lot of things didn't make sense. That's what I'm saying. Why didn't it make sense? Because when you're a kid and your parents wake you up, right? And they get you up early for school because sometimes parents got to go to work. At one time, my mom did, but then she started doing her own thing. And she became her own entrepreneur self and became creative. As a child, you're not thinking about your parents being creative and why they got to be creative because you don't understand why you got to get up at 5, 6 in the morning to go to school. Yeah, they wake you up, you eat breakfast, or you eat breakfast in school. Either way, right? Depending on your family situation at the time. What I'm saying to you is, when that happens and you get to school, this is in my young mind. It never made sense. It's 9 o'clock. The doors is closed, right? Because most kids is in school by that time. Why is everybody sitting down writing? It's early in the morning. Pay attention. This is me being a kid and didn't make sense because I'm thinking about when I go to school, I'm going to see all my friends. And that's, those are the people that's not, either they don't live around your way or these are the ones that you don't go to their house, but you see them in school and you have a lovely time because that's where you see your friends at. And these are your first co-workers, your school buddies, your schoolmates every day for that whole year. I don't know, nobody ain't thinking about having fun. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how I thought. And then parents didn't understand why they kid, when we come home, why you got so much energy? Why you want to go outside? Why are you not thinking about homework? It's a mental thing. Hold on. Hello? Okay, listen. Listen. I'm on a live. I'm on a live. I'm on a live. Okay, bye. Okay. That was my lovely daughter. Okay, so yeah, I just thought like it didn't make sense as a child that this is what parents had to do. I'm not saying anything about the parents is wrong, or I'm saying the systematic mindset that we was trained for all these years, and then we going to school to learn about things that didn't have no truth to it. It was watered down. 5% truth, 98% goddamn lies. So I mean, what I said, 5% truth or 2%. Either way, it was a little bit of truth and a whole lot watered down. You understand what I'm saying? So if all the truths is in all the books and all the scholar books and all the things that actually have any relevancy to our history is in the Vatican. Who's the Vatican? The popes. Those ones. People come out, they walk around, people kiss their hand. Those are the distractions that I'm talking about. Why? Because those are in high places. And if you looked inside, if anybody's seen it on YouTube, was it on YouTube? Um, what is it called? The History Channel. And they show places and parts of the Vatican on some channels, and some of us YouTubers got TikTok, and they show kind of different things, and we have amazing content creators that's trying to wake us up to say it's more to this world than we was taught. Now, when you talk about spirituality, a lot of people don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. That sounds spooky. That sounds evil. Well, then you consider yourself that, okay? Because we are all aliens. Now, somebody said, I'm not no alien. I don't look strange. And your spirit is of an essence of an ancient descendant Gotham race. And because they essence is in our DNA makes us that. That means that the way we able to use our mind, the way we able to use these things, is not something that's strange. It was something that we was already born with. And because we came here and we forget who the hell we are, because this world distracts us from who? Ourself. Who's yourself? Your God self. What is your God self? Your conscience. And what your conscience is? Your conscience is your God self that would never lie to you. It would never turn its back on you. It would always be there with you, and it cries with you. It rides with you. If you lie, it lie with you too. And if you fry, it fry with you too. Whatever you do it with you. Who's that? You. You got to be your own inner best friend. You got to tell yourself, little boy or little girl, I'm here to win. Go back to your younger self and love that little broken hearted person that didn't get certain right, or somebody didn't hug you, somebody didn't protect you, somebody didn't make your world right. If your heart didn't change off of that and your spirit didn't say, I need to be evil, I want to get these people back. I want them to hurt. I want them to feel pain just like I did. Somebody gave me AIDS. Somebody gave me something. I want to get rid of everybody. I want everybody to feel like me. Now, that bitterness, if you could take that and you could say, I'm going to make that the better part of me. I'm not going to be better. I'm going to make that better. I'm going to be better than that. I'm not going to let that make me bitter, because I'm not going to make myself to be less than whatever God said that I am. So I believe that about me. Listen, and when you find some things about yourself that you can admire, and the things that you could weed out from when you was young, and you look back and you said, damn, I was on point. Why I say about the schools, getting up early, your parents going back and forth, and all the way from elementary school. But some children went to Head Start, right? From I think it's 6 months, or like baby stage or whatever, for like infants around that age. Either way, what I'm saying is they program us to work, to be slaves to a system that don't give a damn about us, and all we do is vote, and we care about the things they talk about, and or the changes it's going to make. What I'm saying is, why can't we be the change that we want to see? If we don't believe that we could do something, you should never want to own nothing. We got to pay bills every month. Your phone bill, cell bill, this bill, your light bill, your food bill. We just billing like your car notes, this, and it's like, damn, it's nothing. We never gonna be paid up. I don't care if it's $1 a month. And so when I paid cheap, I felt like that too. I think cheap, that means that you need to get ready to stop paying. If your country is disrespectful to the citizens and to the people of the land that live here and made it, we get up every day. Now we got the cheaters. Those are the distractions. They get paid and they make life and they make a living off of us. And they our friends, family, cousins. They work in these little government jobs, whether it's the post office, whether they work in a nursing home, whether they work in the medical field. They could be a surgeon. I don't care what they are. They all out there. They got somebody as a judge. Somebody's sitting over there in the White House. Somebody knows somebody somewhere, somehow, that's in the big seat that can pull some chains and can move some weight. And they said, well, it ain't what you know, it's who you know, right? Guess what? That's true down here. But if you want to know everybody, guess who knows everybody? No matter what position he is. And that can get you there. The Most High. God damn, that Most High got all the connections. If you with that one connection, you connected to all the good things. Who gonna stop you? Who will stop us? Listen, chosen. I need us to wake up. Not that we sleep, but I'm saying to power up. Power up. We have the authority and we have the dominion. That means that we have demand. Our dominion is a demand. Our command is a command of order. It's a command of our authority. is how we speak and how we command everything that listen. If you listen, then listen to me speak. If I'm fighting for you, why don't you fight with me? And why don't you fight for me that fight for those that fight against you? How do you do it? You rely on me, but you stand up for me and at the same time. Can the Lord fight our battles all by itself? Yes. But at the same time, if someone is coming against that one that give us all our best, that give us things that we can't, the foundation of the world that he already made, and it was already here when we got here, the foundation was already set. Satan come over here and cover all, go in front of the trees and everything that God made. Be like, hey, I got an amusement park. Hey, I got a phone. Hey, oh, you, I got some. You remember 42nd Street? Everybody remember 42nd Street, and back in the 80s and the 90s, and especially back in those times. You was able to do every goddamn thing. Kids was able to see all kinds of things and all kinds of filth. And they said Giuliani cleaned it up. Whether he was a perfect man or a good man, he was a goddamn man that seen that it was a lot of filth and it didn't look right for these kids to see. Now, how he did it and think about, is it better for the children, impression of people, our kids' mind? Because in those movie theaters at those times, they didn't have cameras, they didn't have a lot of things. You was able to do all kinds of strange things in the regular movie theaters where parents took their kids to see the movies back then. So I don't know, no parents taking their kids to go see Rated X, and their kids was able to go see it, and they knew the ticket people see you coming in. We had restriction, even though it was a lot going on, but it was still restriction. A lot of things was you have to be at a certain place at a certain time at night to see these type of things go down. Now, fast forward into the 2000s, we into 25 now. After 2000, after 2020, everything changed. We were supposed to wake up. We were supposed to see this world the way it is. The Matrix. You mean I'm in a Matrix? I'm like, yeah. Where you think you was at? This is the Matrix. What is the Matrix? It's make believe. And it's made to trick you. So it's made up. And it's a trick. Perfect word. Mate. It's made to trick you. Now, when I started to figure this out, it's one and two people. It's one and two spirits that roam this world. Is God of light, and it's the God that hate. Okay? You got the spirit that sin. And let me say this again. Do Satan hate? Let me think about it. No. Because it works for the Most High. That means that every foul spirit, when it's calling and saying, go get this one. Now, the spirits is going to go after whoever these minions is that they sending. They got to know. They supposed to pay attention. If they learn anything in hateful school, the ones that read the Bible to trick us, right? And they use all these denominations. That's why I said all religions is crap. And especially Islam. And I'm talking to my family. If you could hear me say it is, and so is you, and all of you tricksters, and all of you make believe, whether you're a brother or sister, or my children's father, or whatever you is, anybody, all these religion is hoodwink, bamboozled, and they bamboozled us because we ain't had to do none of that. We were supposed to sit down and listen to ourselves and listen to the God in us that tell us, everywhere you at, that's where I'm at. And if you believe in me, you walk with light and love. And you're supposed to walk as Jesus did. What was Jesus? He was not in the house or nowhere and go to church. He didn't put no money in the basket. He didn't pay nobody a goddamn cent. You know what he did? He used his goddamn mind and his spirit. He said, look, if you believe it, you could do miracle things. What did he have to have? He had to have discernment. He had something in his spirit. He had something that was given to him. It was called a miracle gift. Who he gave the credit to, the Most High. Who are we if we are not the same as that? If you ain't walking to be a Jesus, that well, who want to pick up the torch and carry their cross? If you could do it without complaining, if you could still maintain a heart after it's been broken and you've been all kinds of torture and been raped, or if you've just been stolen from over and over and over again, I am that one. From birth, this child was always getting taken from. but I'm alive. So I didn't see it. I didn't know it. All I looked at was in front of me. And what was in front of me was freedom. I can go as fast as I want. If nothing was there to hinder me, I'm 46. I would have been finished a long time ago. I would have been what God wanted me to be. But I thank God because the things that my journey, I'm glad I learned slow because I got to appreciate everything about me. When you can appreciate everything about you, and you said, Lord, why you did it for me? Hold on, let me answer my door. Who is it? Okay. Okay. So when you ask the Lord and you want to know, why did you do it? I didn't say why. What I said, you did it for me. You did this for me, Lord. You graced me. And let me tell you, if you could look back at your life and you could remember from your beginning, and if you can remember from whatever your beginning is and whatever your beginning that you want to remember, and you could look back at the parts of life to where you remember the most, and you start to think back. If you could look back and see what God and gifts you had, was you a person that was you a follower, or was you a person that stood out? Was you a kid that liked to be friendly with other kids, or was it harder for you? Or was you always like didn't feel yourself to fit in? What kind of experience did you have within yourself that you noticed about yourself? Was you able to pick up on certain kids? Did you notice that you was different? Or when did you notice that you was different? What age it is for you? That's what you remember. And then you should remember, if you're an adult, think about what you had to go through. What did you go through? How did you go through it? What was it like for you? How hard was it? And if it was extremely hard, did it change your spirit? Did it make you mean? Did it make you close down? Did it make you not trust? Did it make you want to not think about or care about the ones that did something to you? Or did it make you more closed in? If you think about yourself and you go back and then you say, wow, I did get through that. I remember I was depressed, and if it was the hardest time for you in life, and we're going to have many of them, but guess what? It's your own story. Why would you not want yourself to be where you could be happy for yourself about the things you've been through? Why wouldn't you? That this life is hard, and if you got through it, you should want to celebrate and think about, God damn, I didn't think I could get to that. I didn't think I could manage with my family. I didn't think I could fix this issue, or I would ever get over this heartbreak, or if I could ever get over these drugs, if I would have never molested my kids, if it was hard for me to get and take my kids out the system, my kids was taken away from me, whatever anybody's story is. If I set these things and some of these things apply, and you look back at what you have to have in your spirit, what you have to have inside to be able to fight for yourself, to get back yourself, to be centered again, and you don't find no joy and you don't find no peace about your journey, or why you held on, and why you could say, why you should say, I'm a winner. Thank you, Lord. You made me see myself in a whole new way. Why can't the Lord? Can He do it? Yes. Why wouldn't you get excited? You got your God spirit inside of you that we don't listen to, because we rather second guess, and we say, I should have listened to my first thought. I should have did this. I knew I shouldn't have went to such and such house. I knew I shouldn't have answered this call. I say that too. And I'm learning as much as I'm saying it to you. This don't mean I got whatever it is that God gave me to give away. That's what I have for you. little by little, because I'm learning me too. I'm learning to be my best self as much as I can. Am I perfect? No, I don't need to be perfect. I'm already perfect the way I am. What you mean by that? I thought you said that you perfect. Which one is it? You contradicting yourself. No, you contradicting yourself. I don't need to be perfect for the world. I am perfect for the one that called me his one and only special girl. I'm I'm the perfect for that one. Now, each and every one of us is perfect for the one that gave us life and said, y'all are my ones, whether y'all listen or got it right or not. Every creation belonged to me, even the ones that goes against me. That's when I got the ones that roam around down here looking for whom he could seek to devour. You know what happens with that? That one. That's when the people side. That's when you're going a little bit below the belt. When you want to get deeper, you want to go down the rabbit hole. The darker yourself is, the lower you feel about yourself. Me ain't talking about low self-esteem. When you get dressed and you can look at people and you can feel like I'm crispy clean. And you've been cheating in life for the cheaters. For the cheaters. For the cheaters. I'm talking to you. Look, it ain't gotta sound nice, but I'm still talking to you. So I'm gonna say this: the cheaters. When I say that, those are people that cheat off of life. Those are the ones that watch the ones that worked hard to fix themselves, that corrected some things, so we can be better in this life, so we can present ourselves in a better way, so we can feel proud and hold our head up and put our shoulders back and say, God smiled on me. He made me special this way. So when you get to that and you have that, you should feel proud of yourself, my people. Is what I'm saying. I looked around and I noticed that our people don't have enough love. Our heart spirit is low, if that makes sense. Our frequency of the planet is low. And I was walking, and I'm in the Bronx, but in any case, I was walking somewhere, and I was just something. I just had a pause, and I stopped, and it was in the daytime, like in the afternoon, like maybe like three, four, something like that. And I just happened to look and think, because I talk to a lot of our people and I listen to us, and we can, it's a lot of complaints. We don't like the way life is. We don't like the jobs that we got to keep working, and we never could have enough money. My people, you got to stop paying rent. I'm just, the Most High did not tell us to be idiots all our life. If the power is the people, right? Now, listen, the Republic, this is not like voting and like, oh, you want to be a Democrat or a Republican. The Republican Party started by us. What I'm saying is, this is their world that they made. It has nothing to do with people like us. None. So I figured, okay, they made their rules, or they made their laws, right? They put the laws in and tell us that, if you got a car, you got to pay this, and if you want to work here, you got to have your birth certificate, you have to have your social, you have to have all these points, right? Proof of address, the whole nine. So after you get that, now you can be employed to work for your country of your state. Now, what's wrong with that? Most High would never have made us do that. He said, I gave you the earth to till from it. You're not supposed to buy anything. You were supposed to tell. I know that it's money, and it's a whole lot of things. And say, well, we gotta use money. What else are we gonna do? Well, if you save your money, guess how much money you would have? You would have more money to do whatever you want to do. If we didn't have bills, think about it. If we wasn't paying light bills and we didn't pay rent, so we live rent free. Why? Because if they keep bringing people from here, bringing people from out of this country, coming across the boat, coming off the plane, I don't care how you get in here. We was here first, and we work hard. And then you got the distractions that make it easy for those other people to come and they see us as slaves. So do we get respect? No. Guess what? And then you got family traders that join this system and they work for them and they come and sit down at our tables and they already use themselves as guinea pigs as clinical trial so they can get paid a certain amount of money to do strange things. You know what it is like? Stealing your phone information, getting into your contact for those that is hackers. You don't know how many hackers you got in your family. You should want to get to know them. And if you do know them, don't think they won't hack the shit out of you. You'll be the listen, I'm telling you, they look at us as dummies. We soft, we kind. Oh, she's so kind. She's nice and important. She's so gullible, naive. She see the world as everything is beautiful. She will never see that I'm greed. My heart is black. I want nothing but for her to lack. I want him to grovel at my feet. I want him to worship me, and eat my food, and eat my poison, and listen to me. I'm going to put things and make him speak and tell me the truth. He won't know. He'll be eating a truth serum as I put, man, listen, y'all better wake up because these spirits is out here goddamn real. And people that don't like to watch the tarot readers, you should watch everything that give you a goddamn understanding that where you at in this world, everybody ain't good and everybody ain't your friend and everybody ain't your cousin and everybody ain't your uncle and everybody ain't with you to see you win. So if you thinking that, oh, that's my kinfolk, that's my sister. I love my sisters, but what do you do when you're not loved back by the ones that you grew up with? What do your heart and your spirit do with that? Most people become bitter or it makes them feel bad. They become or feel alone. They feel sad. I don't have no one. I don't have no mom, no dad. You can feel alone. Listen, I'm not going to use anything to, oh man, why is it doing that? I don't use anything to make me feel sad. I just don't. Okay, let me say it like this. It don't mean that I don't have feelings of feeling the emotion. I can feel the emotion. It's not strong enough to make me feel an emotion about myself in a negative way. It's just never going to do that. So Satan people, distractions, stop doing it. I'm gonna just say stop.
You can see me in the thing.
No, I can see by looking at you.
Oh,
okay, so when it just stop because once a person love themselves, it doesn't matter what element of nature you use, it's going to go back on yourself. Once a person, listen, people, this is the encouragement, this is the embodiment of why I want to talk to us. Please raise our frequency. The more you love or celebrate, I don't care what you do, play your music, rap, sing a song, spin around. I don't care how you get along. Whatever you do, get it, find something to get it right for you. So it's nothing that these spirits and entities can use to come and get you if you're not greedy. They can't send the greed spirit of that deity, if I'm saying it right, or that spirit conjure up darkness. You can't you can't make another darkness enough dark to come after me that I ain't walked through my own valley and I didn't see my own stuff and I didn't walk through my own fights. When you walk through your own fights and your own valleys and your own battles and you had the valley of the shadow of death and it was your own goddamn death and you walked through it many goddamn times and you passed. Do you know? I'm gonna tell these to the distraction. Do you know that you can't get none of us to take that test again? Not one, not none. Not none of you, if it's one of you. And I, without knowing that we being played with, well, I was being played with. I walked away. When you see something not adding up in your life and somebody's not taking you right and they see your love and they take it for granted and they think that they should get with people that's hateful in life because they see this person, they say this person she can't be all that she is, she can't be that good. Ain't nobody that good. Why? Because you ain't. Listen, I'm not picking and name picking at these people. What I'm saying is, it's no reason to be bitter. I'm telling you to stop. It's better to have love. You're going to want that. We need that. So many, even to be bitter or to feel broken, that means that something inside is not nourished. That means you have feelings, but you don't know how to express them. And the only way to express them is out of anger. This is to all of them and to anyone and to everyone. Once we find a solution of why we got to stop being angry, even if you say, well, I can't help but the way I feel for this person. I just can't stand them. I really can't stand them. I really want them to be gone. Or either because you want something of them or there's something about them that you can't have. Either way, it is better to learn to appreciate that person because when you don't have them, oh, the song is going to play. And nobody's going to be there. Can you get out the way? Nobody's going to be there to watch you. Nobody's going to see you. Okay. All right, so nobody's going to be able to watch you. Nobody's going to be able to do a lot of things for you. When you don't know why you should heal. Because that's the only thing that one of us, that each one can give ourselves. We the only ones that have the power to heal. Whatever wounds we had, whatever hurt we experienced, and whomever it is that hurt us. It doesn't make sense to hurt yourself because somebody else caused you pain. If they cause pain, think about that person has to be in a lot of pain. That's how I think about it. Well, if this person's in pain and they cause me pain, do I want to hurt them? Hold on. I don't think I can pause. Hello?